Hey Leggari Nation! In this video, Tyler's going to show you an amazing epoxy floor kit installation. If you want to transform your space, get your floor kit at www.leggari.com or check the description below for more info.
So I'm gonna go over how to mix the epoxy. We're gonna be doing this floor kit with a 50-50 mix. We're gonna do 50% of it black, 50% of it coffee, and I'm gonna show you how to break it up right now, and then obviously we're gonna show you how to apply it. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our part A into the bucket, 5-gallon bucket. The part A is a lot thicker, so we wanna get that draining. And our full tutorials that come with your guys' kits are a lot more in depth. This is kind of just to show you how to create the look, because there's so many options. So we're gonna get both these A's draining out. And keep in mind it's really cold in our warehouse, so resin's a lot thicker. It's gonna take a little bit longer to drain out. It's always good to acclimate your resin, get it to room temperature before you start your project. So now I'm gonna just split this in half, eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. That looks pretty good, pretty even. So now I can add my metallics, mix those in, we can go apply it to the floor. We recommend wearing a mask when you're mixing the metallics or mix it outside. So I'll throw my mask on as I mix this. All right, so now we're ready to go dump it on the floor. I really want to point out, when you guys are mixing it like this, you want to make sure you're moving quick, because again, we added the hardener first, mixed it all up, poured it into 2 separate containers, and then added the metallic, so it does take a little bit longer for the resin to sit in a bucket when you mix that way. So make sure everything's ready to go, and you can dump it out of the bucket right away once you're done. Make sure your cleats are ready, your spike shoes, your squeegees, your rollers, everything you need ready before you start mixing the epoxy. So I want to reiterate, getting that resin out of those buckets, guys, that's the main goal. Once it's out on the floor, you have plenty of working time with it. So I'm going to dump these out. Now this process is done a little different because I'm just dumping out random piles everywhere, and then I'm squeegeeing the epoxy over the whole floor. We're not really wanting to use rollers and stuff like that. We'll start out with the coffee. And again, the biggest thing you want to do is make sure you got enough product to get this color all throughout the floor. So I kind of like to just kind of go around, hit my spots kind of randomly, and then I can go back and add more product to it. And we're gonna do the same thing with the black. All right, so next step is take our squeegee, and we just want to get the whole floor covered. So I can start out with my coffee, kind of start spreading this stuff around. Notice I'm holding this at an angle. That's gonna let me leave product behind. If I hold it straight up and down, it's just gonna pull all the product away. So my main goal right now is just getting the whole floor covered. I'm not worried about seeing blotches and stuff because I'm gonna go back and blend those spots in. I just want to get the whole floor covered in resin. Another tip for you guys is don't just start from, like, say this is one of your sections on your floor. Don't just pull it from one end to the other. A lot of times you'll have a lot more product over here. So notice how I did about half. I'm gonna jump here and work this way now. And if I have a bunch of product out there, at least both ends are kind of even, and I can just kind of spread that out randomly instead of having a bunch on one end of the section that we're coating. All right, so now I'm just gonna go around, make sure every spot's hit, has epoxy on it. I don't have any missed spots. Got a couple right here. Just pulling product around, hitting those thin spots. So everything looks pretty good, well hit. Everything's covered. So now I'm gonna go back and fine tune any spots that just look like a pile was poured out. And you don't have to hit the whole thing. We can just kind of blend this in. So I'll show you what happens if you hold the squeegee straight up and down. See how much material I just pulled? If I have it at an angle, you can apply a little pressure. You don't even need to apply a lot, and it's always gonna leave product behind. So that's kind of what we're going for. All right, so now I'm just gonna kind of walk through the floor real quick. Flatten off this squeegee so it's not dripping. Just visualize the floor, make sure I don't see primer anywhere. Everything's coated. Notice I'm picking my feet up as I'm walking. I'm not dragging my cleats through it. Yeah, it looks good. So now we can hit it with the isopropyl. So we're just gonna spritz it, let some big, medium drops hit the floor. just barely pulling the trigger. These are one of my favorite designs, doing just random pours and squeegeeing them together. They always turn out really, really cool. All right, so what we like to do is let this isopropyl evaporate for about 10-15 minutes and then just mist the surface with denatured alcohol. This is gonna help this epoxy just lay out glass smooth, no matter how cold it is, how hot it is, it just helps it lay out glass smooth. So we'll let this evaporate for about 10 minutes and then we'll mist it with denatured alcohol. All right, so after about 10-15 minutes, isopropyl will evaporate, and then we can just mist the floor with denatured alcohol. And obviously, if you guys are in a confined area, make sure you're wearing a mask. So we're just spraying it straight down on the floor. Misting it's not going to affect the design. It's just going to help it lay out perfectly flat, glass smooth. There you have it, guys. You can totally see how glass smooth it is. There's no bubbles out there. We don't have to torch this product. You saw me mix it. I induced a bunch of air into it. No bubbles. Thing's gonna lay out glass smooth. So you guys will see once this thing marbleizes and starts modeling out, it's gonna look even cooler than it does now.